Hi, good morning from a solemn Hiroshima. I made it, no problems. I took the Wheeler night bus from Osaka and got here at 6:50 a.m. and so now I'm at the Hiroshima Peace Park, which is just very quiet and solemn because of course this is where you come to reflect on what happened during World War II and how on August 6, 1945, they bombed the city, completely destroying it. I mean, that's the reality of war. It's a horrible thing and I don't support it at all, and that's why I understand why the Japanese are fighting so hard against changing the constitution now, but we'll see how that ends up. Hiroshima is very sad because when you think about what happened here, it's depressing. So I'm going to continue to walk around the park. There are many monuments and different attractions to see, so it's gonna be a long day and I'll take you along. Bye. My first stop in Hiroshima was the A-bomb dome, which is kind of the main attraction at the Hiroshima Memorial Peace Park. It was fairly easy to get to directly from Hiroshima Station. There's a tram that drops you off right at the front of the building. Before the bombing, the A-bomb dome was the Hiroshima Prefectural Commercial Exhibition building, and it's one of the only buildings that remained after the bombing. It was designated a World Heritage Site in 1996. A few meters from the A-bomb dome is the Memorial Tower to mobilize students. These were kids who were trying to play their part to help Japan during the war, but unfortunately lost their lives. Over 6,000 there in Hiroshima due to the bombing. This is the Children's Peace Monument, which is just a heartbreaking symbol of hope and peace for the world. It's dedicated in the memory of the children who died as a result of the bombing. There were many children victims. The monument has two children, a boy and a girl at the side, and at the top a young girl holding a crane. And it's actually based on the story of Sadako Sasaki. She was 2 years old when the bomb went off in Hiroshima, but died 10 years later after developing leukemia from the radiation of the bomb. This happened to a lot of other victims at the time. They say when you fold 1,000 paper cranes, your one wish can be granted, and Sadako actually tried this before she died to cure herself, but it was all in vain, and as a result, her story really touched the hearts of many people, and she just became a symbol of peace, and people still to this day fold paper cranes and send it to the park to be displayed in her honor. Near the Children's Memorial Monument and across from the A-bomb dome is one of the 3 peace bells. Visitors are actually encouraged to ring it. You're supposed to ring it for world peace because you want world peace to happen. And I tried, I really did, but I didn't want to damage the bell. There was even a sign saying don't ring it too hard because it's precious and you don't want to damage it. The bell itself actually has the world map inscribed on it. The inscription, "Know Yourself," is written on the bell in Greek, Japanese, and Sanskrit, and the bell is actually donated by the Greek embassy. Here's my sad attempt at trying to ring it. Further south of the A-bomb dome is the Peace Flame, which you can barely see right there, and also the Memorial Cenotaph, both of which are across from the Memorial Museum, the Hiroshima Memorial Museum.
The cenotaph is actually aligned with the A-bomb dome, and you can see it right through the saddle-shaped monument. It also has the names of all the victims who died.
Left the Hiroshima Memorial Hall, Peace Memorial Hall, right behind me. I couldn't film any of it, but I have to say it was an amazing experience. Right. So it's a memorial hall, of course, with detailed information on what happened on the day of the atomic bomb blast. I didn't even realize that it didn't land on Hiroshima. It exploded above it, and it was the heat and the radiation that really caused the catastrophic damage. Inside the memorial, there's this panoramic view picture of how everything looked after the blast. There are also testimonies from students, survivors, and there's also a book that I have to go and find. It's The Children of Hiroshima, the Survivors. But overall, that's a really great experience. So you can find it in the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park. Please go see that.
I made my way over to the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Museum. The admission fee was really reasonable. It was only 50 yen, which is I think $5 US and $50 Jamaican. Also, I was able to film inside, which was very lucky because most places, as you saw before, don't allow you to film inside. The displays were incredible, some of them very detailed and had images of what the people looked like when they had their skin melting off because of the blast. And it also had displays of time watches that stopped at that very moment, and clothes from people. And there was one sad display that actually had a tricycle with a little boy who died, and his father buried him with the tricycle, and that broke my heart. I mean, this bomb, it really destroyed the city. Impact was felt even beyond that. Radiation still traveled beyond the city limits. They also showed the side effects of radiation on people. It was really, really sad. At the museum, there was an exhibit on Sadako, the little girl I mentioned before, who the Children's Peace Memorial Monument was dedicated to. It shows a timeline of her life and also goes into detail the story of how she tried to make these 1,000 paper cranes to save her life. It's very sad, and they even had on display some of her actual paper cranes. That was it for me and the museum.
Really nice fall colors going on behind me. I've made it to Hiroshima Castle. There it is, Hiroshima Castle. I don't know how to get there, however. I'm across the moat. I can either go this way or that way, but my feet hurt, so I'm just gonna, for now, just hang back and relax. But it's really nice. It's the first wood castle I've seen. Of course, it's not the genuine structure that was destroyed, but it's a nice replica, really nice. So as soon as I figure out how to get over the moat, I'll film closer to it so you can see how pretty it is. Oh, the sun is coming out, yay!
Admission fee to Hiroshima Castle was 370 yen, which was, I was just like, all the castles are expensive like that, and I'm just like, ugh. The museum was 50 yen. I mean, come on. But unlike other castles I've been to, Wakayama included, Hiroshima was actually fun. There were parts of it where you could try on samurai gear and take pictures. Well, no, you couldn't film inside, but you could take pictures at special spots. The view, I guess, did make the price worth it. I mean, I'm just being cheap. 370 yen isn't that much. But it was an amazing view, and I did have a good time at the castle. It was the perfect end to a very informative day, and it was just a great experience, day one in Hiroshima.